hide and go seek. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, running back Carlos Hyde, fresh off a strong performance a week ago, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers as they get set to square off against the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He may try and run for this. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
That's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 73 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And now out come the Steelers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll look to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 24-10 was your final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Bucky Hodges with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better... Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Come on, let's go! What?
They'll set up to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw. He's to the 10. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. An update now, a bit of a surprise going on at FedEx Field in Washington. And it was the Redskins that came away victorious there. Alex Smith, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31.
Come on, let's go!
Flush to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who could help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So for the Browns, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
you.